Hi, I'm Chris Knowlton, and I just wanted to tell you the story about how I went from lost to found to free. I was a young guy, married, no kids yet. Later, we topped out at 8. I was running through life, not a great husband, frankly. I didn't spend the kind of time with my wife that I should have. I carried too many things I was doing on my own into our marriage. Well, I was brought up in a Catholic tradition, church every Sunday. I was even one of the guys who helped with the readings. One time at church, I remember while we were singing a song with great words, hopeful words, meaningful words, and I looked out at the faces of the congregation, and what I saw struck me. I'm sure this was probably a revelation from the Holy Spirit, but I had no clue about that at the time. But what I saw in the faces of the people was nothing, emptiness, blanks. I thought, why do they look like that when they're singing these words? Well, I was driving to Troy for a lot of college classes back then. Now this is pre-CD player in my car. Think way back, way before streaming music. Cassette tapes, that's where I was at. I just got on the expressway going from Port Huron to Troy, and I was looking for something interesting on the radio. Just then I passed a billboard, and it said, I think I'd passed this billboard scores of times before, but it got my attention. It said, "Wonderful news for all," and it gave the frequency of the radio station. I had no clue what wonderful news for all meant. Not a bit. But it got me to try out the station. That's now 90.7 HopeFM. Well, I was hooked. I couldn't stop listening. God had gotten my attention through the music at church and the blank looks, and now he was using the station to move me through the music and the preaching and the teaching. He was moving me from lost to found. It was amazing. Soon I was saved and I started growing. I learned being in a good church was important. So my wife and I visited Hillside Church, the first stop on our church shopping list about 21 years ago, and we're still there. As the Lord helped me understand his big picture plan through this radio station and through going to church and growing, he's moved me from being found to being free. Well, I'm so thankful that little billboard got my attention that day. 90.7 FM is a crucial part of my entire family's life now. I'm happy to say that we're regular, joyful supporters of this vital ministry. It has no doubt changed the course of my life. Thank you to Hope FM.